Hello everybody, and today we are looking inside the box of one of my favourite aircraft. Now, I know I've said that about many aircraft before, but I assure you they are all genuinely my favourite aircraft, and this is one of them too. It is none other than the Messerschmitt Bf-108 Typhoon, this one from Kovozávody Prostějov. Despite the box it's in, this is actually the fly tooling, which dates, according to Scalemate, from 2013. This version being the 2022 rebox. KP have done a few releases of this, but to the best of my knowledge, this is the last, and it has been discontinued. So maybe it will come back, maybe it won't, but the fly box is still available if you want it. This one is in 1/72nd scale, although the 108 I actually want is the Edouard 1/48th one. I've always resisted because it's the wrong scale, but you know what? I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and go for it. But until then, this one will have to do. The more well-known release of the Messerschmitt 108 is surely the Hella kit, which has been around for many, many years, and I've made 3 of them, 2 of which I still have. The third, I believe, has been discarded. If not, it is tucked away in a box somewhere, never to see the light of day again until it finds the bin. But these 2 are the 2 most recent ones. And whilst I don't mind the Hella kit, it certainly builds into quite a nice looking plane, I really feel it's a bit dated, and I'm hoping that the fly tooling will be considerably better. But there is only one way to find out, and that is to build it. So without any further preamble, let's open this up and see what you get. Starting with the box, we have the KP logo in the top left and the 1/72nd scale sign on the top right, and then, of course, the name of the kit, the Messerschmitt Bf-109 Typhoon, or Typhoon. I said 109, didn't I? Messerschmitt Bf-108 Typhoon. This is most definitely not a 109. On the bottom, art is by Carlos Alonso, who appears in lots of KP and AZ kits. I say appears on, does the artwork for them. I really like it. I think it's a very striking image of a very elegant plane. We see here, obviously one of the options for the kit, but it's a typical Luftwaffe 108 being flown here by a very nicely hatted young man, presumably of the Luftwaffe. The red edge tells us that this was manufactured without funding from the EU or any other public subsidy standard for KP. A barcode, it's a skill level 2, which I've made a comment before about KP. It feels like every single one of their kits is a skill level 1, but apparently we found the one skill level 2 kit that they do. Does that bode well? Only one way to find out. And then some basic information in 2 languages, Czech and English. The red shop edge has much of the same information, as well as the product code KPM 0339. And then the yellow edge shows one of the other schemes, which is this lovely Romanian aircraft. Very similar sort of colour scheme, but with brown instead of green. Rather eye-catching. There's the code again, 339. Their address, recycle. And there's the yellow shop edge, much the same as the red one. On the back, we have the colour callouts, which I really like, actually, being on the back of the box, because if you see it in a shop, if you're one of those people that likes visiting bricks and mortar establishments, you can look at the box and decide if you like any of the schemes. I genuinely find it very helpful. Yes, you can look it up online, but nothing quite beats being in a shop and being able to pick it up and go, yes, I like scheme 2 or 3. We'll get to 3 in a sec. But we have the one on the box, which is from the Luftwaffe in 1941, standard RLM 70 and 71 over 65, rather nice. The Romanian one that you can see on the side, which is RLM 71, but then we've got a dark brown as well, all over RLM 65. And then the one that I will be doing, no debate needed, it will be number 3, the Australian one from 1937, Guinea Airways, so a civilian one in this beautiful RLM 24. It's the one scheme on a 108 that I've always wanted to do, but for whatever stupid reason, I never have. I've done, as you saw, William Messerschmitt's one, and I've done a camouflage one like this, and I did a British one as well, but I've never done a blue one, so that's what this will be, and that is why I bought it. Anyway, there is nothing else to see on the box. It's a simple fold-out box, so I guess we should take a look inside. Well, no surprises to anyone who's made a KP or AZ model kit before. We have everything inside this sealed bag. It's not just those companies, there are many that do it like this, Dora Wings for example, but yes, no surprises here, and it It keeps everything safe, although I'd probably prefer it if the clear parts are in a separate bag, but hey, it does the job. And well, how about that for having to eat my word straight away? We have the canopy and side windows in a separate zip seal bag. That looks very nice. Look at that. Got a textured surface for the frames, everything else is just smooth. Yeah, very good. I'm going to put that back in the bag, put that back in the box, and get that out of the way so that I don't scratch it. The decals, well, they look okay. I have had problems with KP's decals before where they have an annoying tendency to disintegrate. However, these look okay, but we'll wait and see when I actually come to build it. Interestingly, the swastika is a complete piece rather than two halves. That is interesting. And there's a large array of seatbelts as well. But other than that, it's just insignia. It looks like there's no stencils. It's just interior and exterior base markings, which is convenient, nice and easy. Again, typical KP, the instructions are just a sheet of A4 folded in half. There is some questionable printing on here. There's a blue streak across the top and straight across the fuselage as well. All stuff that we've seen before, but it doesn't exactly scream quality, does it? And then we have a block of text for the history. It even tells us they used Wikipedia for some of the history. On the internet. And down here some guidance as to what the symbols mean. We have a parts map on the top left. I do like a parts map. Very, very nice to see. Tells you which ones you don't need as well, which is good. And then instructions for assembly. Very much as expected. Assemble interior, glue fuselage together, stick on wings, and then the rest of it. And it also tells you, I don't know if this is good or bad. This is just an observation. You can use your own judgment. But when it tells you the colours, it gives you the actual RLM designation. So it says RLM 26 brown, RLM 02 grey. So it's not basing it on any particular brand. There it just says gunmetal. At least it tells you what colour it is. I have RLM 02 and I will use my Hataka RLM 02. But if you're a Vallejo man, then you can use your Vallejo RLM 02. If you're a Humbrol man, then you should buy Hataka paints instead. I mean, use Humbrol's RLM 02. Etc, etc. And that is construction complete in 15 steps, although of those, 9 of them are just the interior. And then on the back we have this lovely line drawing. Look at that. So you can give that to your kids and they can colour it in, or you can colour it in yourself. And a web address to follow. I don't really know what's there other than news, reviews, builds, history, references and walkarounds, but I'm guessing it's some sort of website. So onto the kit itself, and we have one large sprue and then a smaller sprue, which to me appears to be additional parts. So I'm guessing this will make an entire aircraft and this will make the B version? No, because we're not doing the B version, so I don't know what this is for then. Yeah, that seems strange. It seems odd to me that they've got no engine on the main sprue of the aircraft. They do have a propeller blade, but this has some engine detail and control sticks and things, so they would always need two. I don't know, maybe this is one that they do for different versions anyway, and this is just the original and then they do another for the B. Interesting. Anyway, plastic is very standard of KP, nothing wrong with that, it all looks good. Obviously this is not their tooling originally, but it does look very, very similar. It's very familiar. But we have some nice detail here on the fuselage. The other half is on the other end, like that. You can see they've moulded a window frame around the passengers' windows. Passengers' windows? You know what I mean, the passenger windows. There's a floor. And some some interior wall detail here. An instrument panel, which is very nicely moulded. We do have some flash on a few parts, including this propeller blade and on the nose. Oh, and the bottom of the fuselage half here as well. Actually, yeah, lots of parts have flash. I think all of this will need some tidy up. We have what I assume are alternative propeller blades, which is interesting because it's got propeller blades. And then the backs of the seats. There's not very much here, basically. Yeah, good. Nice and easy. Interesting to see why it's a skill level 2. And then this other sprue of extra parts. We have what looks like a little pitot tube or something similar. Engine detail and whatever this other propeller blade is. A small strip of something. Just looks like a blank strip of plastic. Excellent. And that is it. That is all that you get. So very, very simple. Reminds me of the KP Bulldog that I made not that long ago. Except, of course, a lot larger and a lot more German. So, as I said earlier, this is now discontinued. According to Hannants, it was discontinued in November 2023. You can still pick this up in some places, and £15 feels about right. This one says nearly good as new. I'm sure you can pick it up for about that. You can still get the Fly version, including this wonderful 2-in-1 where you get 2 kits and 16 schemes included, which is a lot. That is going to be one hefty decal sheet. Now, I've never actually made a Fly kit in a Fly box. In fact, I've never made a Fly kit, so this will be my first, but it's not in a Fly box, you know what I mean? So I don't know how good their decals are. If anyone does know, please let me know. Comments below. If this kit is as enjoyable as I want it to be, then I am quite likely to end up buying this as well. I would show you the 16 schemes, but the resolution on this is quite frankly horrific. No, your eyes do not deceive you. That is genuinely what Hannants have on their website. So there we go, a look inside the box of the Messerschmitt BF 108 from KP Fly. It's the same thing, you know what I mean. In case you didn't know, this is of course a short run kit, so the tooling is not made to stand the test of time. It is made to churn out a select number and hopefully make its money back on that run. If the tooling is unusable at the end of it, then fair enough, that's it. So kits like this, generally you should pick up as and when they arrive, because when they go, they tend to go, and well, maybe something like a Messerschmitt 108 is likely to be seen again, hopefully by a major manufacturer. Maybe Eduard will shrink down their 48th one, given that they've upscaled it to 32nd in the past. But hey, until that happens, it's just speculation. So hopefully planes like this will appear, but in general, short-run kits, you should really grab them when you see them. Personally, I'm looking forward to making this one. It won't hang around for long, and I've already decided on the scheme, so apologies, no poll, no vote. I'm painting it blue because I really want a blue one. But let me know what you think. Have you made this kit? Is it any good? Anything that I should look out for? Hopefully, I'll end up with a good-looking Messerschmitt 108, and it will replace probably Willy Messerschmitt's one because it's looking a little bit tatty. It's not stood the test of time very well, and I did make it when I was a teenager, so I guess I can forgive myself for doing a little bit of a crude job, but it's definitely time for an upgrade. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, like and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of when a new video is released. You can also become a channel member like these people on screen who will get sneaky peeks at me building these planes. So, you know, extra incentive. You get to know if I'm building something before the rest of the world does. Exclusive. But no, honestly, I just appreciate anyone who does support the channel in any way that they can. So thank you for watching, thank you for making it this far, and hopefully I will see you in another video.